Hello, everyone. It's your girl Tish Dinkins, and I decided to do a video today about something that I learned yesterday that I am absolutely excited about, and I immediately thought I had to share it with everybody that I know. This is not my idea. This is an idea that I got from comedian Steve Harvey, which, by the way, he's a big inspiration for me. I don't have time to go through his story of what he's been through in his life that's got him to the point where he is now, but he's a very successful young man. And so, in your spare time, you can Google some videos where he actually talks about the struggles and the things that he's been through his life and what he's learned to help him propel him to the success that he's at now. But at any rate, I love all his motivational videos that he has on his YouTube channel. And I came across one yesterday that absolutely spoke to me. It absolutely spoke to me. And I was like, oh my God, this is life changing. So I thought I would get on here and share it with you guys because I hope you guys, once you hear about it, you decide that you want to do it as well. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to title this the Virtual Notebook Challenge, and I'm going to explain to you what it entails. So you only need three things. You need a notebook, a plain one, a pen, which I don't have, but you guys know what an ink pen looks like, and your imagination. Those are the three things that you're going to need. So the sooner you have these three things and get started, the better. So I actually wrote what I want to talk about on the first page of the notebook. I'll show it to you here. Okay, it's called the Vision Notebook. Okay, so the very first thing I have in the Vision Notebook are the three quotes that I'm going to briefly talk about. And this is the inspiration behind the actual notebook. Okay, so the first one is, well, the first two actually are scriptures, which, side note, this project is for both people that are spiritual as well as people that are not spiritual. You know, the purpose is not for me to get on here to preach or be preachy or churchy or anything like that. It's just to let you know that the principles did arrive from spirituality and that they work. Okay, so you have to be able to believe in this stuff in order for it to work. You don't necessarily have to be a Bible-toting church person, just as long as you believe that there is a higher power and that you can have faith and belief in something, then this can work for you as well. So back to what I was going to say. The first two things are actually scriptures from the Bible. The first one is from Habakkuk 2, verses 2 and 3. And it says, write the vision and make it plain, that he may run who reads it. Though it tarries, which means it may take a long time, wait for it because it will surely come. So basically what this is saying is, in order for you to get the things that you want out of life, you have got to write it down and believe in what you wrote down, and it will actually come into fruition. It may not come when you want it to come, but just believe that before it's all said and done, it's going to come, okay? The second one is from James chapter 4, verse 2, and it says, you do not have, or you have not, because you do not ask. So that goes back to an old saying that we used to hear older people back when we were younger say, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. Basically, it's saying if you don't open your mouth and speak to what you want, then chances are you're not going to get it, because people are not mind readers. But however, whatever higher power you believe in, they will grant you what you want if you ask for it. So that's the principle behind that. And then the third one is actually a quote from Albert Einstein. And it says, "Imagination is everything. It is the preview to life's coming attractions." So think about it. Everything that we have on this earth, like this blouse, these earrings, the television, cell phones, everything is started in someone's imagination. Someone saw it as an idea in their mind first, and then they wrote the idea down on paper, and then they worked on perfecting it and making it come to what it is now. So that's where our dreams and goals are. It starts in our imagination. You know, the higher power puts it in there, and although others can't see it, doesn't mean that it's not going to exist or that it's not real. It's only because you see it. You have to pull it out and put it on paper, and then have faith in it and work on it for it to actually come into fruition. So now those are the principles, the basis of this vision notebook. So now that we have an understanding of the premise of it, now I'm going to actually explain how this works. Okay, so these are the steps. Step one, you're going to write down a list of 300, you heard me correctly, 300 things that you want in life, and you're going to date the list. Now, this is what I did. I actually went through here, and I titled it my vision list, and I have the date April 22nd, 2021, and I actually have 300 things here. I actually have 300. I numbered it, and then I have a little box, check box, beside each item. And now I'm going to tell you, and Mr. Harvey did not lie when he said this. It is harder than what you think it is, or if you think it's going to be hard, that's not a lie. It was hard to come up with 300 items. That is actually a lot once you actually write it out. But I challenge you to do all 300. Now I'm gonna get near the end of this. I'm gonna explain some things that'll help you figure out the 300 things you want to write on your list. Okay, so the next step is to read the list once every morning and once every night without fail. First thing when you get up, after you do your regular morning routine or whatever, make sure you pull it out, read it. Same thing at night before you go to bed, read your 300 items. Okay, third step, exactly 1 year from the date, you're going to go through and check off everything on the list that actually came true. And he said that on average, about 10 to 15% of what you wrote on the list would have came true within this first year. And I'm a big 5-year person goal, so I'm praying, and I'm going to really work hard to make sure I have at least 50%, if not 75% of this list done within 5 years. Okay, within 10 years, it should be done, and then I have to start a whole nother list, but that's a whole nother story. Okay, also a side note, you want to create a vision board, and once you do the vision board, you're going to put that on all your electronic devices, your personal computers, any laptops, phones, iPads, whatever you have. You want to put that on there. If you want to, you guys, I can do another video on how to do a vision board. I have to do one, redo one myself, so that's another story as well. Okay, so now the last thing is actually coming up with the 300 items. Now what I did is broke it down into different areas. So I have areas that deal with my career and finances, also any goals related to the different relationships in your life, any spirituality goals that can include any charitable things you want to do, any inner workings that you want to do as far as connecting with God or universe or whoever you connect with, any health or fitness goals. You should have a ton of those. Also, recreation and travel. Now, I have a ton of travel goals on here, so that took up almost 25% of my list is travel. And then any bucket list items, you definitely want to have some bucket list items on there. Things you always wanted to do, but you thought you never had time to, or whatever the case may be. Any bucket list items, make sure you throw it on here. Okay, so that's basically it, explaining the vision notebook. I am so excited about this, you guys. It actually took me 2 days. I started on this yesterday. I think I got up to close to 185 or something like that. Then my brain started hurting. So I said I'll take a break. When I get up in the morning, I'll finish. And actually, I came up with the rest of the list faster once I woke up in the morning than I did the original section yesterday. So again, replay this if you forgot some steps, or you need some clarification on something. Guys, please do this, okay? I'm making this a challenge to everybody I know, whether I'm close to you or not. This is something I think everyone should do. Ashley, if you want to post some pictures of you doing this challenge on your social media, make sure you put the hashtag the vision notebook so I can go and see it. Or if you want to personally tag me in your post, that's fine as well. Make sure you share this with loved ones, friends. You don't even have to put it on social media if you don't want to. The biggest thing is to do this. This is a game changer, I promise you. I completely support this message. I completely support you guys. Let's go ahead and set some goals. Take advantage of this downtime that a lot of us have during this pandemic. And let's make the rest of our life the best of our life. Okay, guys, I love you. I will see you on the next video, and make sure you tag me in this, okay, you guys? Love you.